All right, I have changed something, guys. You don't need to worry about this thing. And then I'll go to, yeah, I'm going to send this code to you people. After changing this one, let us go to, okay, this one. You don't need to worry about these changes. Just focus on UI thing. Let me go to page farmer md, yeah, mdm spring iphone run. Yeah, so we just started the backend application. Start recording. Yeah, the server is running, backend server is running. Now we have to test it from the front end, guys. Okay, front end. I mean, before, okay, calling these REST services, I don't want to. I want to really what are the REST services available in this backend application, and then I would like to test it. Okay, before using in the front end application, I really want to test it in one of the tool called Postman. Okay, yeah. So now let us go to the browser first of all. Okay, to test it, what I can do is okay, what is it? Or somebody open the mic. Let me mute all. Okay, please stop using the mic, guys. Okay. All right. Now coming to what is the, okay, local host. Okay, of course that is local host. Local host, within the local host, what is the port number? 9010, I guess. Okay. So here it is. We need to provide Swagger to get the documentation. Okay, swagger.ui, swagger-ui dot okay, html. This is the page. Okay, so this is not working anything. Swagger spelling mistake, here. This is going to be the HTML. Yes, we got it. Controller, and then farmer to grade controller, item controller. There are multiple controllers are there. Okay, that's fine. Now I would like to test whether this is working properly or not. To test it, I want to open, oh, it's not screen. I need to open Postman. Okay, let us, okay, open the Postman. This is not required for me. I'm waiting for Postman. Yeah, this got open. Postman got open, and this is already we have provided. Already we have provided in the previous class. Okay, you can, okay, use this URL and then click on it. Whether it is working or not, just we need to test it before using this in the front end. Yes, we are getting it. Okay, once it is done, then let us take this URL and then, okay, go to the backend. So I would like to create one another application. I just want to show you, okay, the fresh up with the fresh application. All right, to create one particular project in the front end, in Angular project, what I need to do, I have to go to this folder for all our projects, where are our, yeah, go to Angular, and then this is going to be something like this, and then let us create one project. Go to here, cmd ng generate. Okay, so I say, like, instead of sample and all, http, okay, http, okay, sample. Okay, otherwise http sample, I keep sample, what is the 15, and say http related stuff, http basics. All right, okay, enter this. Sample fit. Yeah, you can take whatever name you like. Okay, sample 15. Yeah, what happened here to generate? Okay, generate. Oh, sorry, not generate. Sorry. So that is what you are saying, right? Engine new. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, it takes some time, right? Yeah, wait for a few. I will give the step. Create the new project. and with what is the project name that we say project name can be anything. Angular project, create ng new, okay, project name, fine. The next one is before that, okay, so we should not say first step is what, start the backend, start the backend application, start the backend application. And the second one is create the project and install HTTP package for that ng, okay, npm install or I install at the rate angular slash http. Using this you can install, okay, second one, okay. Once after that, okay, what I want to do is I want to create, okay, I want to create a button, okay, create a button in the application in the html page, okay. Why? Because only button, I don't want to do anything. Create a button in the html, and then I want to provide with event binding, apply event binding for the button, event binding to a method, okay, a method, okay, called get data, okay. You may call get data method, all right. So this is going to be get method available, where I will get method created, where we have created, we need to create it, which is created in the, which has to create it, which has to be created, which has to be created in HTML. Sorry, what is that? Component class. Got it, guys? This is a step we need to do it. We need to call get data method, which has to be called in component class. It has to be created in the component class. Okay, from the get data, from get data method, okay, we need to say from get data method, okay, we need to use HTTP object. We have to use what? HTTP client object to call REST service, okay, by using subscribe method. Subscribe method. Got it? These are the steps. Actually, I'm just preparing these steps which we have to do. All right. Okay. So how to backend application code is open in Eclipse without that Swagger is okay. Now see, this is going to be application CD sample 15 HTTP basic. Yeah. Now, okay, ng serve. What it is going to do? It start doing it. It will be start running. Okay. Meanwhile, what I will do is I will open the code in the Visual Source Code. Okay. Yeah. Let us. Okay. I'm waiting for the application. Okay. So now see here, guys. If you open the code, it will be available now. So now if I open the HTML, the default HTML file is available. I don't want this. And if you open app component TS, the default code is also available. Then some properties available. This is also required, not required for me. Okay, now I have changed the HTML code and then I have changed the PS file. Okay, just I have removed which is existed by default. I don't want this default UI and all. Okay, the next step that we want to do here is, okay, I would like to work with the HTTP module. All right, yes, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Before going to that, okay, so app HTML, in the app HTML, okay, so we want to take a button, simple button, no other button. Okay, no other buttons or no other things I want to take here. I really want to take only one button, that is, okay, get data button. Get data, get data, click. Okay, see here guys, what is this? This is going to be click. Okay, this will be like click. Okay, I want to assign event binding get data method. Okay, whatever method I have taken here, it has to be coded, it has to be provided here. Oh, it's not properly. Copy, copy this and then provide it. Okay, yeah, coming to here guys, so we are calling, okay, from front end to back end. This is event binding, everybody knows about it. From this method, what I want to do is I want to call backend REST service. To call backend service, okay, backend REST service, which is already running in the system. Okay, we required with HTTP client object. Okay, HTTP client object. Okay, to use client object, HTTP client object. Okay, so HTTP client object is developed on or it is designed, it has coded inside the module called HTTP module, HTTP client module. So what you need to do is, to use that particular one, we have to go to the app module, because we are writing code inside the app module. So we need to import the module called HTTP client module. Okay, if it is not coming by default, what you need to say, import from okay, so not dot, yeah, sorry, Angular common slash HTTP. See, you can say what do you call HTTP client module. Yeah, see here guys, this is going to be the client module and provided here client module, HTTP client module. Okay, so this is going to be something like this. Just save it, HTTP client module, right? Okay, that's it. The first step is done. Because of this importing module, we can start using, okay, module here. Coming to here, I want to use it. Yeah, I want to call now HTTP client object. I don't want to use HTTP client module. Inside the module, there is another class called HTTP client. HTTP client object is required for me. Here, you don't need to create HTTP client object. Angular is going to help us to give that object which is already created. Why? Because if you try to create HTTP client object directly, there are so many dependencies required. Even we don't know what are the different dependencies also required, what are the different things available, we really don't know. You don't need to know also. For the abstraction purpose, what Angular is going to do is, so Angular says you don't need to worry about how HTTP client object is going to be created. I'm going to take care of creating HTTP client object. You just use it. You can use it on your purpose. So go to constructor. If you go to constructor and then here in the constructor, because for injection, this can be called as injecting the object. Angular is going to inject required object into this constructor. For injection, you need to use constructor, guys. Okay, without using constructor, you cannot inject here. So for that, I'm going to use the provide property because I don't want to use this property outside of the class. For that, I'm going to use HTTP client is a reference and say this HTTP client, and what is the class name? HTTP client object. And I need to import it, which is coming from, cross check it, where it is coming from Angular common HTTP. That's fine, guys. Once HTTP client module, no, we don't want module, HTTP client, that's all, HTTP client, okay? So we don't want HTTP module. We have already imported HTTP module, but here we just need to focus on client. Now the HTTP client object is going to be injected at runtime. We are not creating object for HTTP client. I keep giving same information again. HTTP client object is not created by our code. Who is going to create object for HTTP client means Angular, and it is going to inject a HTTP client object into this particular property if you provide like this inside the constructor. Okay, all right, yeah. So coming to here, get data. Coming to here, get data. When you see this get data, I want to use this dot HTTP client dot. I want to call a method called get. Why? Because what kind of method, what kind of REST service I'm working with? I'm working with what? HTTP client dot get, right? HTTP, okay, this dot HTTP client we are saying, right? We are trying to read the data, and then what is the service we are using? REST services. This is the REST service. For calling this REST service, what is the method we are using? Get. So exactly whatever method, as per, even you can go to here in the Swagger, where we have opened the Swagger, yeah, here it is, the Swagger, yeah. Coming to here, see, check this. This is going to work. Okay, we are trying to use this. This is related to what method? Get. So that's why we have to use HTTP client dot get method, not this. HTTP client dot get method. Okay, yeah, where is this? Yeah, here it is, get method. Okay, if you want to use post method, yes, there is another method called post, but here right now I want to use what? Get method. I would like to use get. Okay, you need to provide the URL. What is the URL here? Okay, copy this URL and provide it. Okay, see here, guys, what is this? This is going to be the URL for us. Okay, now if you call like this, automatically it is not going to get called. Remember that. It is not going to get called automatically. When it is going to get called, if you subscribe it, then only it is going to call. Okay, yeah, how to subscribe? By using subscribe method. Okay, this is going to provide you subscribe method. This subscribe method takes, as we have discussed earlier, part of the course. Okay, so initial today in this session, early session, we have discussed with this subscribe method, right? Here, provide this. This is the function, and the function takes one argument. That is, you may take any variable, success variable. And what I want to do, I want to say console.log is, comma, and whenever you say error, e. Console.log is console.log e. HTTP client. So this is going to be something like what? HTTP client dot get this URL, right? Something like subscribe. Console.log s, console.log e. This is going to be get data. This is going to be something like get data. Okay, this is going to say something like get data. Okay, so whenever you see this dot HTTP client dot get off, this kind of information dot subscribe, and we are calling this, we are providing argument. This is one argument, comma, this is another argument. Actually, we are going to write so many statements inside these flower brackets. Okay, after success, whatever things that we want to do, those things can be right inside these flower brackets. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, we can take like this, and then the code is going to be written here. Okay, the same way for failure, if failure comes, what is the information we want to show to the user, that kind of information is going to be provided inside this here. Okay, so this is this dot HTTP client dot get see here guys, subscribe. Yeah, that's fine, that's good. Okay, okay, go to here. Okay, one second, where is that? Let us go to the code, one second. Yeah, sorry, not this one. Okay, fine. So this method is going to get called from where guys? From the HTML. In the HTML we have taken only one button, and then if you click on that button, this method is getting called. What this button is doing, using this HTTP client object. How this HTTP client object is available for this? By injection. When it is going to be injected? At the time of object creation. When object is going to be created? When the components are getting loaded. After components are getting loaded, then only the page is going to be displayed, then only user is going to click on button, then only this method is going to be called. So this object is get ready by the time this method is going to be get called. Okay, so that this method this object will be available for you. Okay, whatever data we are getting, that kind of information we are going to get guys directly. Okay, so whatever data we receive, that data we are just printing in the console. Yeah, let's go to, why should we wait now? Okay, let us go to okay, localhost 4200 4200. Yeah, when you say, yeah, now open inspect, go to the console. Here in the console, click on the get data. Okay, click on the get data. Just look at it guys, what's happening. Still it is saying what? No access control, something it is saying. One second. Let us, okay, that's not a problem. Actually, the main what was the problem is, after applied changes in the backend, I did not restart the server. That was the problem. Okay, no, okay, now no issues. Let's look at it guys. We received the data. Okay, we received the data. See, this kind of information is received. Okay, success, we got the array and then we are displaying it. Now what I want to do is, I would like to display this data in the front end. Okay, front end means in the HTML. How to display the data HTML? If any data is available in the property, that property can be accessible in the HTML. So what data is available here? Okay, this cannot be directly accessible to the HTML. What I want to do, whatever data available here, I want to set into the property. Then property data can be accessible by the HTML. So for that, what I can do is data, you may take it like data. See here guys, simple property I have taken. And what I can do inside the success method, this dot data, I want to use this dot data equal to what I can say, yes, that's all. So that we can use this data here in the HTML. So let's come to the next here. What is that? We can say data. All right. So this is going to be the data. Just try to print it, guys. Yeah. Now coming to here and then click on data. So data is getting printed here, as well as here it is also displaying like this. Okay, I don't want to display like this. I want to display as a JSON. Okay, how to do that? Okay, go to the code in the HTML. What you can do as a we can say JSON pipe. You can use just JSON pipe, and then you click on this, you refresh it and click on get data. The data is printed in the format of JSON. but I don't want to display like this. I want to display this data in a table. Okay, we can do it. Whatever you want, you can do it, guys. Because if data is available, what kind of UI you want to build, what kind of information, okay, what kind of UI elements that you want to use, you can use it. Not at all a problem, because we have already did it. Taking Bootstrap, tables, Bootstrap, so many things we have done it. Yeah. So now this is about the class. Okay, fine, guys. But I'm going to give you URL immediately. One second, guys. One second. I'm giving new URL.